Take the keito shisei or formal standing position, holding the sword in your left hand, and wait for the signal to enter. Transfer the sword to your right hand and bow to the Seiza, a sacred place in the dojo. Transfer the sword to your left hand. Spread out the hakama gently from left to right with your right hand and kneel in place with the left knee first. The Seiza should be to your upper left. Place the sword on the floor sideways before you so that the edge of the blade is turned outward. Focus your mind on the sword and bow towards it. You are now one with the sword. Grasp the sword with your right hand, placing your thumb on the tsuba or guard. With your left hand, pick up the sword near the kojiri or the end of the scabbard and secure the sword in your sash to assume the position of Seiza taito, the formal sitting position with a sword in the sash. Focus all your attention on a point on the floor about 4 or 5 meters ahead in Enzan no Metsuke, as if you are looking out over a distant hill. Let's take a look at the main points of the 12 basic forms. Grip the tsuka lightly near the tsuba with your right hand, and with your left, grip it near the tsukagashira so that your little finger doesn't go over the makidome. Hold the sword securely with the last 2 fingers of both hands and relax the other fingers. Grip the tsuka lightly as if it were an egg. And now watch the actions after the practice. Sit in the correct position, remove the sword from your sash, first halfway with your left hand, and then completely with your right hand and set it upright in front of your right knee. Lay it down quietly to the left with the edge facing inwards so that it's now lying across in front of you. Bow to the sword and then stand it up in the center with the edge facing inwards. Slide your left hand down near the kojiri. Hold the sword in your left hand and stand up, aligning your rear foot with the front. Assume the formal standing position, sword in the left hand. Transfer the sword to your right hand and bow to the Seiza. Transfer the sword to your left and assume the formal standing position once again. Step back a couple of steps starting with your left foot, turn clockwise and exit. In 1969, the All Japan Kendo Federation established a set of 7 Iai forms incorporated from various schools and added 3 new forms in 1980, resulting in a set of 10. In the year 2000, 2 new forms were added to the set. In order to improve your Iai, it's essential to have an understanding of the underlying principles of the sword and to aim for a perfect unification of mind, spirit, and movement. It's important to master proper breathing and the overall use of the hands to develop sword technique. We hope that all Kendoists will come to love Iai and make it part of their training to progress both in Kendo and Iai, and that the All Japan Kendo Federation Iai will become even more widespread than it is today.